Yes. Yes, welcome to my YouTube channel. Myself CA Ravikiran Balla. I qualified Chartered Accountancy course back in 2018, and since then I'm into teaching various subjects of all the levels of CA. Okay, it is CA Foundation, CA Inter, and CA Final also. Now, this is my basic introduction, and then we'll be directly jumping into the content of this particular video. It is a career deciding video where it is meant for those students who are writing their 10th class examinations or 12th class examination, or who have already completed their 10th class or 12th class. Now, it is for them and including their parents also. They can also watch this video. They might get some good information after watching this 30 to 35 minutes video, where they can come to a conclusion whether to choose this particular course called as a Chartered Accountancy course. Chartered Accountancy course, where you will be called as a CA, Chartered Accountant, once you qualify this course. So to be called as a Chartered Accountant, you must get the membership of ICAI. Point number 1 is ICAI. There is one supreme accounting body in India, and it is second world's biggest accounting body. This is called as ICAI, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. It was set up by Act passed by the Parliament back in 1949. Just after getting the independence, they got one act called as Chartered Accountants Act, and through that act they have started one organization called as ICAI, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Now presently there are just more than 3 lakh people as their members. 3 lakh people as their members. Now, to be called as a Chartered Accountant, you must be one of them. Every year around 8,000 to 9,000 students will become members of ICAI. Every year, newly freshly qualified Chartered Accountants will be 8,000 to 9,000 people. Now, to be called as a Chartered Accountant, you must get the membership from ICAI. This is the first and foremost point you need to understand. For that, to get the membership, they will conduct some examinations every year in May and November. Now, there are 3 levels of examinations which have been conducted by ICAI. This is the student program where they need to write the entrance examination called as CA Foundation. And once they pass CA Foundation, they will be going to CA Intermediate. And then after they qualify CA Intermediate, they are to be joining the course. It is not the course, in fact it is the practical training called as articleship, where they need to go to a chartered accountant who is already in practice. They need to go to a chartered accountant who is already in practice to learn what is the work he needs to do after qualifying CA. This is called practical training period called as articleship. And in that articleship, this is for 3 years. In fact, this is for 3 years. So after 2.5 years of doing this articleship, he'll be able to write CA final examination also. This is the examination called CA final after 2.5 years of articleship. Now for CA Foundation, there will be 6 months. It is a 6 months course. CA Inter, it is 9 months course. Articleship 3 years course, and during the 2.5 years, after completion of 2.5 years, they can write CA final examination also. In an aggregate, the duration will become, point number 3, the duration will become 15 months and 3 years, almost 4.5 to 5 years it will take to complete this course after 12th class, because minimum qualification is the 4th point. Minimum qualification. If you are a student, you just need to take out the pen and paper to write down everything whatever I write here. Done. So minimum qualification, it is what? It is 12th class. After you qualify 12th class, and the duration for completing the CA course is 4.5 to 5 years. 4.5 to 5 years. If you clear all the subjects in one go, in the first attempt itself, if you clear, then it will take around 5 years. If you take some extra attempts, then you may complete within 6 to, on an average people complete the course in 6 to 6.5 years. Okay, maybe after 10th class, after 12th class, because the minimum qualification is 12th class. Sir, if the minimum qualification is 12th class, then why are you actually discussing this point called as, okay, 10th class? Why is this video relevant for 10th class students also? Because after you qualify 10th class, there are many alternatives available for you. Okay, and 12th class is the minimum qualification for coming into CA course. And in 12th class, you may study MPC, you may come from science background, you may come from, okay, maths, or you may come from commerce background also. Okay, however, to get some good basics, to create some strong foundation, you need to choose the background of commerce after you clear 10th class. There is one course called as MEC, one group called as MEC, where they will talk about maths, economics and commerce. This is the right path of, okay, path in which, okay, this is the path you need to choose for entering into CA foundation, which will be very helpful for you to clear the examination as soon as possible. For that reason, for that 2 years, okay, from 11th class and 12th class, choosing MEC is the best alternative. Because whatever it is going to be in CA foundation, that was already there in MEC. So there is no point in choosing physics or chemistry, okay, when you want to enter into chartered accountancy course. Okay, then believe me, it is right to choose MEC background, maths, economics and commerce background, to enter into CA foundation. Because even other alternative, even from MPC background also, physics, chemistry background students also can come into CA, okay, foundation. But still the better alternative is MEC. That is what the purpose of this video is, and it is relevant for 10th class students also. Okay, done. Now, after that, minimum qualification is 12th class, and in 10th class, what is the best, okay, group they need to choose? It is maths, economics and commerce. MEC background you need to have. Okay, I guess you are all getting the point. This video is simultaneously recorded in Telugu also. It is the local language of Andhra and Telangana. So now this video, okay, the content is recorded in Telugu again, but this video is fully in English. Okay, students and their parents, they can just watch. Now, minimum qualification is 12th class. Okay, now point number 5. So duration we know, and process of examination we need to understand. Okay, process. For CA foundation and CA inter and CA final. For CA foundation, how many subjects will be there? There are 4 subjects in CA foundation. In CA inter again divided into 2 groups. Group 1 and group 2. And final is also divided into 4 subjects and 4 subjects. Okay, group 1 and group 2. Okay, these are the number of subjects you are going to study in this entire 5 years, okay, period. 4 and 4. It is total 20 subjects you are going to study for a period of 5 years. Okay, for that, what is the minimum marks you need to get subject wise? Okay, minimum marks you need to get 40. Minimum 40 in each subject. Minimum 40 in each subject. And aggregate marks shall be 50% for entire group. 50% for entire group. Say for example, each subject carries 100 marks. Okay, each subject carries 100 marks. For how many marks foundation would be there? Okay, it is for 400. And group 1 CA inter is for 400. Group 2 CA inter is for 400. CA final is for 400. Group 2 400. Okay, out of that, each subject you will get, okay, you need to get 40, and in an aggregate you need to get 50% of total, that comes to 200. So all the subjects put together you need to get 200 marks. Okay, and each subject you need to get 40. Let me take one simple example for that. Okay, imagine there is a student, imagine Mr. Ravikiran, okay, who is a student of CA. Okay, he is studying CA inter, and he is writing group 1. Also he can write both groups, and if he is writing both groups and total 8 subjects he is writing, 8 into 100, 800, each subject he needs to get 40, and in an aggregate he needs to get 50% of 800, which comes to 400. If he gets minimum 40 in every subject, and in an aggregate if he crosses or gets 400 marks, he will be passed in the examination. Okay. Now imagine a situation where, okay, Mr. Ravikiran is writing group 1. Okay, group 1. Group 1 will have how many subjects? 4 into 100, which comes to 400. Okay, which comes to 400. Now, each and every subject he got 40. Okay, minimum marks he got. So, in an aggregate, it becomes 160. Minimum, okay, he needs to get in an aggregate 50%, right? 200 he needs to get. So, instead of getting 200, he got only 160. He got failed in all the subjects. Though he may got, okay, 40 in each subject, minimum marks he got in each subject, but aggregate he failed. I guess you are all getting the point clear. Just a minute. Yeah. Done. And believe me, one interesting point is, once you fail in one subject and you will be failed in all the subjects, you will be writing the examination in the next attempt, okay, all the subjects. If you get, say example, if you get 59 and one subject 39, okay, one subject 39, you may cross, okay, 200. The marks may be in an aggregate, it may cross 200, more than 200, but you failed in one subject. Minimum 40 marks you need to get, but you failed in getting this 40 marks and you failed in all the subjects. You will be failing in all the subjects. This is the crux of this particular course. This is the toughness of this particular course. Okay, believe me, it is not so tough. At the end of this video, I'll be discussing whether this course is tough or not. Okay, how the subjects are going to be, etc. But now, as of now, this is the course structure where if you fail in one subject, you will be failing in all the subjects. So every subject you need to get 40. And in an aggregate, you need to cross 50%. I guess you are already at the point clear. Okay. Now, there is one exception for this. Where if you get 60 or more in any subject, then you will be, okay, you will be treated as an expert in that subject. Okay, and then for the next 3 attempts, you don't need to write those subjects which you got more than 60 or 60. Okay, that is what it is. Say, let me take another example. Subject number 1 you got 65, subject number 2 you got 60, subject number 3 you got 50, subject number 4 you got only 39. Okay, entire group you failed. However, in the next attempt, okay, you are just required to write only these 2 subjects, and 65, 60, you are already an expert. You will be treated as an expert, so that in the next time, if you cross 60 or, okay, more than 60, if you get 60 or more than 60, then you don't need to write these examinations again for the next 3 times. You just need to write these 2 examinations, because 60 is the mark which is considered as an expert, where you are considered as an expert once you get 60. Okay, this is an exception for writing all the subjects again and again. Okay, done. So next point. How, in which point I mean point number 5, process. Okay, now what kind of subjects will be there? Below in the comment section or description box, okay, I'll be writing all the subject names in detail, but for the time being, I'll be highlighting few subjects. You'll be having accounting, you'll be having auditing, you'll be having company law, you'll be having income tax, point number 5. Okay, you'll be having goods and services tax, you'll be having financial management. These are the main subjects of CA course, and in every level, either after CA intern, CA final, okay, in CA intern, CA final, you'll be finding these subjects. Okay, along with that, there are around 20 subjects. In fact, all the subject details I'll be writing in the description box or comment section. Okay, you can just refer. Okay, for the time being, you may not understand all the subject names. For the time being, I am just explaining the important areas of this particular course. Okay, now these are the subjects in which you are going to clear this course. Done. So this is the next point, 6th point. Okay, come to next 7th point, where are there any other similar type of courses along with CA? Yes. Okay, if you take coaching for CA, obviously you will be completing the other similar courses like CMA, because the subjects are almost same. Even CS also, there are many of my friends who completed CS also along with CA. Okay, they started with CA, they have taken coaching for CA, they completed CA, along with that they completed CS also. There is no separate coaching which is required for CS. or CMA. Along with, you can also get some bachelor degree in BCom, okay, or BBA. There are many institutions which got tied up with ICA. Okay, say example IGNOU University, where that university got tied up with ICA. Once you clear CA Inter, they will be giving the bachelor degree to you just by writing 6 examinations for 3 years. Okay, out of the 3 papers are language papers only. Okay, only English you need to write. And in addition to that, some social subjects are there, 3 subjects are there. In total, you are required to write 6 papers, okay, to get the bachelor degree for 3 years. Okay, the prime condition for that is you need to complete CA Inter. Once you are a CA Inter passed student, then you will be given with a degree also by IGNOU University, distance education. Also, as this is the subject which you need to study, okay, this is a private course, right? This is a private course. There is no any particular institution or university which gives the coaching for you. It is a private course where you need to choose your tutor, you need to choose your coaching institutions, and you need to go there and take coaching for 6 months. Say example, foundation, I already told you, it carries foundation is for, see, foundation and CA Inter and CA final. See, foundation generally it is for how many months? 6 months. CA Inter it is for 9 months. CA final it is for 3 years in fact, because you got time to clear CA final for 3 years, because articleship is there, right? And in 6 months, 4 months coaching, 2 months preparation, 6 months coaching, 3 months preparation, and in this 3 years you can take coaching whenever you want and you can prepare whenever you want to prepare. Okay, done. So this 4 months is for coaching and this 2 months is for preparation. Coaching, preparation. And this coaching is not mandatory. Okay, if you want to study on your own, you can just go and study on your own, but it is suggested to take coaching from a good institution so that you will be clearing the examination within no time, within less time in fact. Okay, because self-study, it is also okay, you can have the self-study basis also, but you may take some time to clear the examination. Okay, so coaching will help you a lot to clear the examination as soon as possible. It is not like, okay, when you self-study, okay, when you study on your own, you will be failed. It is not like that. Okay, you can study CA Inter or CA Foundation, CA Final also on your own, but you may have to put lot of efforts, and it may be a time-taking process. Okay, for that reason, people take coaching. Okay, it is up to you. You can decide whether to take coaching or not. I will be giving you the details of, details of the cost also for coaching and all. Okay, cost details I will be providing now. So 9th point, it is the 9th point, cost details. Okay, so as the exam is to be conducted by ICAI, you need to pay some registration fees to ICAI. Okay, for foundation, for inter and final. Okay, so final includes articleship also. So registration fees to be paid to ICAI is 10,000 rupees for foundation, 18,000 rupees for CA Inter, and for final it is around 20,000 rupees. So in an aggregate you will be spending some 50,000 rupees for entire 5 years. If you want to take coaching from any institution in your particular area, or you can also take the online coaching also nowadays. Okay, it may cost you, say for coaching, it may cost you around, for foundation, 20 to 30,000 rupees. For inter, it is 50,000 to 60,000 rupees. For final, it may take you 60 to 70,000 rupees, which comes to 1,30,000 to 1,60,000 rupees to clear coaching. Okay, to clear coaching in an aggregate, along with coaching plus registration fees, etc., it will cost you 2 lakh rupees. It will cost you 2 lakh rupees from your pocket for this entire 5 years. Okay, I guess you are all getting the point here. Now, in fact, in my opinion, the effective cost for this course is 0. Effective cost will be 0. You are spending 2 lakh rupees, okay, but in return, when you go to articleship 2 years, articleship 2.5 years are there, right? Out of 3 years, you will be given 6 months leave, 5 to 6 months leave. Remaining period, you need to serve to the particular chartered accountant from where you are going to, from where you are getting your practical training done. Okay, in that particular year, he is bound to, he is bound to pay you, stipend. Okay, he is bound to pay you stipend. Some big cities of India, they are paying around per month 15,000 rupees or some small cities they are offering now 8,000 to 9,000 rupees. Even some small cities they are offering 5,000 rupees a minimum. Okay, so effectively, okay, on an average, if you get, say example, on an average, when you go to Bangalore or other big cities, on an average you'll be getting 10,000 rupees per month. Okay, so yearly it is how much? Yearly it is 1,20,000 for 2.5 years. Okay, it is almost, okay, 2.5 lakhs. You'll be spending 2 lakhs and you'll be getting back, before even completing CA course, you'll be getting back 2.5 lakhs. So effective cost would be less than zero. Okay, you'll be in the pocket, you will be having 50,000 rupees. Okay, when other things remain constant. Okay, for the time being, what exactly the cost of this course? It is zero only, but it is only possible when you go to articleship and to take training. So in that training period, the articleship principal will be there, right? Your CA. Okay, he needs to provide you the stipend, and it is around 10 to 12,000 per month. Okay, this detail is also given to you in detail. So it is now cost is also done. So let me write the 10th point. Is there anything to be discussed? Okay, similar courses done. Earnings. Okay, how the earnings would be after doing. Okay, see, after completing CA, how the earnings would be. Oh, before writing this, what after CA? Let me tell you what after CA. What is the work you are going to do? Okay, after CA, you will be left with two alternatives. One is called as practice. The second one is called as employment. So practice is possible. Okay, practice generally. Okay, CA is all about practicing. Okay, he needs to sign the financial statements of any company, even a big company like Reliance or Tata in India. Okay, they need to get their financial statements. They need to get their accounts. Okay, certified by a chartered accountant. It shall be signed by a chartered accountant. Any company in India, they need to come to a chartered accountant only. Okay, even in fact, for taxation purpose also, Income Tax Act 1961, they also notified one profession called as chartered accountancy profession, where he needs to certify whether the particular person is paying taxes to the government correctly or not. This is called tax audit. Okay, so generally in practice, okay, what a particular person will be doing, he will be focusing mostly on audit for companies for taxation matters, etc. Okay, he will be giving business advices. Also. Okay, and he may provide you the services relating to procurement of loans, etc. He may provide you when anyone goes to a bank to take loan, bank will ask you a projected document, and that document shall be certified by whom? Again, a chartered accountant. Okay, now in practice, if you go, then these are the works you are required to do. Okay, audit, and audit includes tax audit or company audit, business advices you can give, or loan procurement you can do to your clients. Okay, and believe me, earnings in this particular area called as practice, initially it may be less only. Initially for 3 or 4 years it may be less only. Okay, because you need to build the clients first of all. Once you build the client base, when more clients are there for you, then obviously there won't be any end. There is no limit for earning. Sky is the limit, in fact, when you build more clients, because it is a repetitive process. Once the client comes to you, he'll be coming back to you again in the next year. Every year, these are the finance statements which are to be signed by a chartered accountant every year. Okay, every month GST returns shall be filed. For that reason, it is a repetitive income. So there is no end to, there is no upper limit for earnings in case if you build some good number of clients. Okay, this all depends upon how well you build clients for you. Okay, it is just like doctor. If he starts his practice, initially the patients may be less, but once the patients got increased, then obviously once the name is built in the market, then he'll be getting some good amount of revenue also out of this. Okay, this is the case of practice. Now when you come to employment, you may need to go to a company where you need to undertake the employment as chief financial officer or accounts manager or financial manager, or financial analyst or credit analyst, credit analyst, and you may go to stock markets also. You may go to banks also. You may get job in PSU, also called as government jobs. I have few of my friends who are working with some big PSUs. In fact, it is considered as government job only. Done. And you may go to bank also. Back end work will be there, credit analyst or financial analyst work. These are the works which are left to you in case if you choose employment. Now I am done with 10th point also. Let us focus on 11th point. Let me write the 11th point. I am done with all the pages now. Let me write right here. 11th point. 11th point. So earnings. I'll wind up the session soon. Earnings. What kind of earnings will be there? I already told you, in case if you are from practice, earnings, there won't be any limit on earning, because initially it may be difficult for you to earn for first 5 or 6 years, but later sky is the limit. Now earnings in case of employment. So initially starting packages in the industry now is around 9 lakhs to 13 lakhs. 9 lakhs to 13 lakhs. But with 5 years experience, this may go to 20 to 22 lakhs. 20 to 22 lakhs, which brings the amount around 80 lakhs on 80,000 on an average per month starting. But after 5 years, it may go to 1,60,000 per month. 1,60,000 per month. This is the kind of earnings you may get. After qualifying CA. In my 10 years or 12 years of CA career, I did not even see a single person who is searching for a job after qualifying. Everyone will get the job. There won't be any issue at all. There won't be any single problem out of that. But however, you need to focus upon completing the CA course. You need to first of all complete CA course. Once you qualify, jobs are ready for you. You can just get the job so simply. In my teaching, in my career of almost 10 to 12 years, I did not even see a single person who is searching for a job for a long period to get after qualifying CA. For that reason, it is the best course to decide, for you to decide whether to choose or not. Even the earnings is also possible now. Done. So last point, 12th point. 12th point. Whether is it tough or not? It is a course for toughest people. The course will be tough only. In fact, like toughness is all about having more syllabus. It is not difficult to study. You can understand it simply, but it is more to remember. And slowly, even ICA is also converting the examination process into open book system. You can carry your book to your particular examination center. You can refer your book and write. This is also possible. Because application oriented testing is being done from last 2 years, and it may be implemented more in the coming few years also. So what I guess is whether the course is tough or not. The syllabus is more, but understanding, it is not so difficult to understand the concept, but you need to remember more. And you need to spend, as the syllabus is more, you need to spend more time. You need to spend more time on coaching and along with the preparation also. And it's not like that 365 days, 5 years you don't need to study. Say in case if it is foundation, 4 months coaching, 2 months preparation. After 6 months, you will get some time of 2 months to get the results, so that you, in that particular period, you can just spend some leisure time, have fun. It is not like 5 years, 365 days, you don't need to study. And even when you go to CA Inter, 6 months coaching, 3 months preparation, you need to do it with commitment. Once you are done with 9 months, again you will get 2 to 3 months time to get the leisure time. You will get some leisure time, you can relax. Again in the articleship, it is not a coaching period. Articleship is like learning the practical exposure, getting the practical exposure for 2.5 years. Believe me, there are many of my friends who are getting 60 to 70,000 rupees per month without even qualifying CA final. This is all possible only when you get some good knowledge on the work what you do. For that reason, it is not relevant whether you pass CA final or not. It is the knowledge, it is relevant for you. Because there is huge demand for accountants these days. From last 1 year, every day I get some requirement calls from my colleagues, from other chartered accountants, where they need to have one. They ask me to provide one accountant, because I deal with many students. I may provide them the sufficient requirement. for that reason. So there is huge demand for accounting. So whether it is tough or not, this is 12th point, tough or not. Yes, it may become tough because of the examination process, because if you fail in one subject, you will be considered as failure in all the subjects. You need to write again all the subjects. This is the first aspect of the examination. By syllabus, it is not so difficult. Okay, so when you spend some good amount of time on coaching and preparation, okay, then it becomes easy. For that, you need to have that commitment. Okay, commitment, where at the time of coaching, at the time of preparation, so everything must form part of your part of your efforts, coaching period and preparation period. Once you do this with commitment, then obviously the course will become easy for you. Okay, any by chance, if you commit any mistake in this particular coaching or preparation, okay, believe me, your life is going to be miserable, okay, until you study again. So what my suggestion is, okay, when you sit and study for 9 months, then pass CA Inter. When you sit and study for 6 months, pass CA Foundation. Okay. If you fail to do that, then in the next attempt, again you need to repeat the same. This happens. Okay, this happens. I guess you're all getting the point clear. Okay. This is this commitment. With this commitment, you can make this course easy. Okay, and other things what I need to write is right attitude you must have towards education. Right attitude. Okay, discipline you need to have. Okay, so consistency in studying. One day studying for 9 hours, another day studying for 1 hour, it doesn't really help you. So consistency you need to have. Right attitude. Okay, it includes what? Consistency, discipline, consistency and discipline. And patience is what you require. Okay, patience, because ICA will test your patience. Okay, they may give some toughest papers at times, and it may be difficult for you to pass in that attempt. Okay, you must have the patience to study again in the next attempt, because you shall not compare with your friends there, because in this particular course, seniors will become juniors and juniors will become seniors. Okay, because at the end of the day, after 5 or 6 years, everyone will form part of this membership. Okay, I say members only, because at the end of 5 or 6 years, everyone will complete CA course. But in the meanwhile, in these 6 years, some students may pass little early, some students maybe settle down without passing. Okay, but at the end of 6 or 7 years, everyone will be called a chartered accountant only. For that matter, you need to have that patience, to clear all the levels of CA. Okay, so what I need to write next, it is what? Patience is what required. Okay, patience is what required. Consistent efforts are required. Okay, all this put together, it will make the course little easy. It is not tough. Okay, so if you fail to do these things, then course will automatically become tougher. Okay, I guess you're all getting the point clear. And with this, I just want to wind up the session. Okay, if I get some good time, I may record other alternative courses like CMA or CS also. You may decide upon it. So this is all for Chartered Accountancy course. I may record this in Telugu also. Okay, those students who are comfortable in Telugu, they can just watch at home. Okay, then I request you to show this lecture to your parents also, so that they can also have some good idea on this subject. Done. Thank you so much.